So truth, exposing the lies. Who is this man? Anybody know? Come on, you should know. That's Joseph Goebbels.
I still don't know who he is.
I know the name.
Okay.
That is a Nazi from World War II Germany. Okay? Joseph Goebbels.
Is he the one that escaped to South America?
That's right, every one of them escaped.
Yeah, he was
Every one of them escaped. But I'm going to show you why we live in what we live in here today. Number one, propaganda 101. If you tell a lie big enough, you keep repeating it, people will eventually come to what? Believe it. Accuse the other side of that of which you are guilty. It's called the dialectic, forcing you into a pattern. Let me show you how this works. If you're not for Donald Trump, you must be for Hillary Clinton. That's the dialectic. That's the dialectic. But that's how they keep people in the right and the left side. That's how they do it. They force you into categories.
There's such a thing as not being for neither one.
That's right. That's right. And it won't ever get fixed until there is no one of them. Because on both sides, what's the best way to have opposition? To control that opposition. So you always have both sides covered. Propaganda works best when those who are being manipulated are confident that they are acting on their what? Own free will. 4, this is the hugest part. And if you go to 1933, the Emergency Banking Act, you will find out that United States citizens are considered this the enemy of the state. It is vitally important for the state to repress dissent, for the truth is the mortal enemy of the lie, and thus the greatest enemy of the state. So, I'm going to pull this down. I just want to show this real quick, why I did this before I forget. So this is your CIA library. You have Operation Paperclip, okay? File this, understand what really happened here in the United States, okay? Over 120 fellow German scientists, engineers, and technicians developed the Saturn launch vehicle. Here we go. They developed sarin gas. They brought all these people over here at the end of World War II. It's called Operation Paperclip. That's just truth, folks. Your first head of NASA was Wernher von Braun, and he was a Nazi scientist. Goebbels was a Nazi scientist. This is what's so hard for people to understand. They fund both sides of the war. Fund both sides of every war. The same people. You'll find out that Prescott Bush flew the Nazi flag on Wall Street at Citibank way before Hitler. And that was George Herbert Walker Bush's daddy. This is just truth. Okay? This is facts. This isn't some conspiracy theory. And just so you know, this is the CIA.gov. Now, if it wasn't for common folk called tinfoil hatters or conspiracy theorists forcing the government through FOIA requests, which is Freedom of Information Acts, forcing the government to unclassify this stuff, we still wouldn't know. But see, it's getting to the point now, if people don't stand up for the rights, this kind of stuff we'll never know again. We'll never know the truth. Okay? So they brought all these propaganda Nazis over here. Why is fluoride in your water? Well, that's because what Hitler did to the Germans. Okay? It's everything that is here started there. It's just sad. It's sad. But here's the truth. Remember I showed y'all last week? Truth is like a lion. You don't even have to defend it. It will defend itself in the long run. Galatians 6:7. We go through this all the time. Do not be deceived. I can't tell you how many times it's in the Bible. God is not mocked. But whatever one sows, that will he also reap. I had to have this was big for me, and I'll tell you why. Because as I was turning towards the Lord, I was still reaping what I had sown before.